More people live in India than in any other country in the world except China. India's culture is one of the oldest and richest in the world. The capital is New Delhi. Geography. Much of India's territory is a peninsula that extends into the Indian Ocean. To the west of the peninsula is the Arabian Sea, and to the east is the Bay of Bengal. India shares borders with Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. The high Himalayas rise in the north. South of the mountains is a plain of soil left behind by the Indus, Ganges, and Brahmaputra rivers. The Indus River gave the country its name. The Ganges is sacred to followers of Hinduism. In the northwest is the Thar Desert. Most of the south is fairly flat. Along the coasts are low mountains called the Western and Eastern Ghats. India's climate is controlled by monsoons, or winds that change direction each season. Most of the country has 3 seasons: a hot, dry spring, a hot, wet summer, and a cool, dry winter. Plants and animals. Tropical evergreen forests grow in rainy areas. In less rainy regions, trees lose their leaves during the cool, dry season. Dry regions have thorny shrubs and grasses. Some 100 types of palm trees also grow in the country. India's wildlife includes tigers, lions, leopards, elephants, rhinoceroses, bears, and deer. Monkeys and cows are common even in cities. The peacock is the national bird. The best-known reptile is the cobra. People. India has a mixture of peoples who have blended together since ancient times. They speak many languages, including Hindi, Bengali, Telugu, Marathi, Tamil, Urdu, Gujarati, Kannada, Malayalam, Oriya, Punjabi, and Assamese. Many Indians speak Hindi or English as a second language. About 3/4 of Indians are Hindus. Muslims form the next largest religious group. Others follow Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, or other religions. Most Indians live in villages. Indian cities are generally very crowded. Indians are divided into social groups known as castes. People are born into these groups, each of which has its own traditional occupations, diet, and customs. The Indian diet is simple, but it varies from region to region. Most diets depend on rice or bread. In addition, there is usually a legume puree, a few vegetables, and perhaps a small amount of yogurt. Chilies and spices are often added. It is rare for Indians to eat meat, but fish, milk, fruits, and vegetables are widely consumed. There are many festivals that are celebrated throughout India every year. Diwali is probably the most widely observed Hindu festival. It is a New Year celebration and lasts for 5 days in late October or early November. Diwali is celebrated by exchanging presents, eating festive meals, visiting friends, and lighting lamps and fireworks. Navratri, or Sharad Navratri, is a major Hindu festival that takes place in early autumn. The festival celebrates the goddesses Durga, Lakshmi, and Sarasvati. Holi is a spring festival celebrated mostly in northern India. People throw colored water and powder on one another, and traditional roles are reversed. Republic Day, January 26, is a national holiday. It celebrates the day the Indian Constitution went into effect. Economy. Services, including computer work, communications, transportation, and tourism, are India's most valuable economic activities. Industry is also important. Factories produce textiles, chemicals, processed foods, iron and steel, electronics, automobiles, and cement. Mining provides coal, oil, iron ore, and limestone. Agriculture employs the most Indian workers. Crops include grains, sugarcane, fruits, beans, cotton, jute, tea, coffee, rubber, and spices. India raises more cattle and water buffalo than any other country in the world. Because cows are holy to Hindus, Indians often use cattle as work animals instead of slaughtering them for their meat. Tourism is an important part of India's economy. Tourists visit India to experience the country's rich history and culture. Some of the most popular sites include the Taj Mahal, the cities of Mumbai and Delhi, ancient sites, and important places connected to Buddhism, Hinduism, and Islam. Transportation. India's railway system is the most used railway in the world. And, with almost 40,000 miles, 64,000 kilometers, of track length, it is also one of the longest. Trains in India go almost everywhere. It is possible to travel between any two cities or major towns anywhere in India. There are also commuter rail lines within many city areas, such as Kolkata, Mumbai, and Delhi. These electric train systems are how many people travel around the city. For instance, more than 7 million people ride the trains in Mumbai every day. The road system has greatly expanded in the years since independence. By the early 2000s, India had the second largest road network in the world, after the United States. A network of highways connects almost all cities. Most villages can be reached by car in the dry season and are within a few hours' walk of a bus line. Within city areas, roads are very crowded with every possible mode of ground transportation: trucks, cars, motorcycles, bicycles, rickshaws, and animal carts. Air India flies to many parts of the world from several Indian cities, especially Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Indian Airlines flies within India to multiple cities and to several neighboring countries. Government. India's government is a multi-party democracy. It has a parliamentary system of government, like the United Kingdom. India also has a federal structure of government, like the United States. This means power is divided between the central government and the state governments. India's constitution went into effect on January 26, 1950. It is one of the longest and most detailed constitutions in the world. It contains a detailed list of the fundamental rights of India's citizens. These rights include the freedoms of speech, religion, and personal liberty, and the right of a free education for children from ages 6 to 14. It guarantees that all citizens are equal regardless of race, sex, caste, religion, or birthplace. It also prohibits slavery, child labor, and human trafficking. History. India's history goes back to ancient times. By about 2500 BCE, the Indus Valley Civilization had extended from what is now Pakistan into northwestern India. Between 1500 and 1200 BCE, tribes of people known as Aryans invaded northwestern India and spread eastward. The Mauryan Empire, which lasted from about 321 to 185 BCE, united most of what is now India. The Hindu Gupta dynasty ruled from about 320 CE to 540 CE. The Guptas encouraged literature, music, drama, painting, and sculpture. Muslim rule. Muslims began invading India in the 700s. In 1206 they set up a sultanate, or kingdom, centered in Delhi. The greatest of all the Muslim states in India was the Mughal Empire, which defeated the Delhi Sultanate in 1526. By the late 1600s it had spread over almost all of India. British rule. Meanwhile, in 1498 the Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama sailed to India. The Dutch, the British, and the French soon challenged Portugal for trade with India. By 1849 Great Britain's East India Company ruled almost all of India. After a rebellion by Indian soldiers, the government of Britain took direct control of India in 1858. In 1885 Indians who wanted their own government formed a political party called the Indian National Congress. In 1920 Mahatma Gandhi, a leader of the Congress Party, began urging Indians to resist British rule. He asked them to protest British laws peacefully, not violently. Independence. India won full independence in 1947. However, some of its land was set aside to create the Muslim country of Pakistan. Fighting soon broke out between India and Pakistan. After a war in 1971, East Pakistan became the new country of Bangladesh. India and Pakistan continued to fight over the territory called Kashmir into the 21st century. India experienced ethnic and religious conflicts in other parts of the country as well. These conflicts led to the assassinations of two prime ministers, Nehru's daughter Indira Gandhi in 1984 and her son Rajiv in 1991. India also faced a growing population and widespread poverty. Despite those problems, India maintained a democratic government. It also developed nuclear technology and a strong computer industry. In 2004 Manmohan Singh became the first Sikh to serve as India's Prime Minister, and in 2007 Pratibha Patil became the first woman president of the country. Quick facts. Currency. The currency of India is the rupee. Paper rupees range in value from 5 to 5,000. There are also coins that are worth 1, 2, or 5 rupees. Food. Indian cuisine can vary greatly from region to region. For instance, Rice is the main staple throughout the south and east, and flat wheat bread is the main staple in the north and northwest. Listed below are some of the most commonly eaten foods in India. Chapati, flat bread; chutney, a chunky sauce that accompanies an Indian meal; curry, a powder blend of many spices, usually turmeric, cumin, coriander, cayenne pepper. Also any dish made with curry seasoning; dal, lentils. Also any dish made with lentils; ghee, cooking oil made from butter; masala, mixture of spices; naan, bread; pakora, deep-fried cake containing cauliflower, eggplant, or other vegetables; paneer, cheese. The only kind of cheese that is made in India; papad, dried lentil chip flavored with spices; raita, yogurt salad; rasam, traditional South Indian soup; samosa, deep-fried turnover filled with meat or potatoes; shorba, traditional North Indian soup; tandoori, a method of cooking over a charcoal fire in a clay oven. Holidays. India celebrates 3 national holidays. These days are important to every Indian citizen. The holidays listed after the first 3 below are important days to people who practice a particular religion. In addition, every Indian state has its own calendar of public holidays. Republic Day, January 26, the day the Constitution went into effect; Independence Day, August 15, the day India broke from British control; Gandhi Jayanti, October 2, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi; Diwali, Hindu festival of light; Holi, Hindu spring festival; Dussehra, the last day of Sharad Navratri, Hindu holiday marking the victory of the god Rama over the 10-headed demon king Ravana; Pongal, a Hindu harvest festival celebrated in January by the Tamil people in southern India; Vasant Panchami, Hindu festival in honor of the goddess Sarasvati; Gurpurabs, multiple Sikh festivals held throughout the year that celebrate important events in the lives of the gurus; Eid al-Fitr, Muslim festival that marks the end of Ramadan; Good Friday, Christian observance of crucifixion of Jesus Christ; Christmas, Christian celebration of birth of Jesus Christ; Buddha Purnima, also called Buddha Jayanti or Wesak, Buddhist holiday that celebrates Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and death. National symbols. Animal: Bengal tiger bird, Indian peacock flower, lotus state emblem, Sarnath lion capital of Ashoka. You can subscribe to support our channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified of new videos.